everyone keeping track of the Diddy case is probably stomping their feet right now, and you are not alone because I am too, and I'm pretty sure every single reasonable person is. And what has just come back is his sentence. He has finally got his sentence. This long list of like 150 victims that he probably did, and probably someone's dog and mother is just there, like of sexual assaulting and probably kidnapping, sexual trafficking, child predator, all the literally every single sexual like offense known to man in the freaking big book of U.S. laws. He has probably violated one of them, and all that of like 2 years of like trials, dropping this that has led to him only getting 4 years in jail. 4 years, 50 months, only four. This is how much I can I can count on one hand of how many years he got sentenced to jail for. And yeah, this I'm pretty sure has woken a lot of people up about a lot of things. Things like if you have a lot of money, you can basically buy yourself out of jail with a lot of things. If you're popular and famous, there can probably be a lot of people vouching for you. The justice system, it needs some incredible type of work. The lawyer who probably was with Diddy, it was probably a very freaking like Saul Goodman type crap of lawyer. And I'm pretty sure he feels bad about himself. And if he doesn't, then I don't know, because this guy literally just only got like a freaking like a whole life sentence out of Diddy. Maybe two, maybe even three life sentences, which is insane. It is. And yeah, that's like a lot of things that a lot of people are opening up about, and I am too. This makes me incredibly mad. Now, I haven't really been keeping up with the Diddy case. I've only been keeping up like ever since it got like established with that video of him like, assaulting that lady. And ever since that, I never really kept up with it. But my mom is actually someone who kept up with it. I don't know about this year, but I knew she'd been keeping up with it more than I am, and I haven't really asked her about it yet. But I did hear that like ever since they had like the dropping and all that, I heard that they dropped like a lot of like charges from him, and like some sexual assault charges they dropped it, and there was some that they just kept. And I'm surprised that this happened. Like this lawyer got literally like a lot of life sentences out of this guy, because if like your average random Joe from America was to do the exact same thing that Diddy has done for like the past 11 years, he would have been freaking 5 years, freaking 5 life sentences in prison. No, what's it called, parole. Like that's insane what money can do. And this isn't the first time this happened. Jeffrey Epstein is another big example of power and money, where he literally like bought himself out of jail because he had a lot of money, and I think he was also a famous guy. And what he did is also extremely the same as Diddy. I think I always like to correlate Diddy and Epstein as like the same thing, where they had like a lot of popular people, and they found ways to like get them into like these sexual acts and all that, like baby oil or like Epstein Island. Like those are some things that came from them. That's all very huge, and it's crazy how they can do that. Like they did all those things just to not even get like 4 years. 4 years in jail. 4 years in jail is absolutely nothing. It's not. I mean, probably for like the random like person, it probably is. But like for what he has done, 4 years is nothing. It's booty cheeks. And this guy, it's not even 4 years, because he actually spent some time in prison already. So it's like 4 years minus what he has done. So probably like 3 years or maybe even 2 years. Like he has to continue doing it. And after that, he's a free man. Just walks free. After doing like 10 years of, freaking sexual acts and oils and all the like 500 million bottles of baby oil, like it's all that just for 4 years, maybe even less. That's crazy. That's insane. Like that's not a thing that should be right. It's not. He deserves life sentence in prison. If I was the freaking judge and I was to see all that, all what he has done, all the videos, all the victims coming out and all that, this guy. You know what? I'll come out here and say this. You know what? I know America might not like this, but I will. I would abolish the Eighth Amendment for him. I would. I'll get rid of the Eighth Amendment just for Diddy, because of what he has done. And a lot of people probably agree with that, because of it's insane about what this guy has done. Like 4 years. dude, I'm pretty sure people who like steal cookies from a gift shop is probably gonna get more than that, or maybe the same as that. Like that's insane. Like oh god, like it's crazy what money can do, and a lot of people don't like that. The justice system. This opens a lot of eyes for a lot of people, saying that the justice system is has to be like reformed again, or like, money doesn't buy, freedom, but it can definitely decrease the amount of time you spent in a restricted area that you can't leave. Like, it's crazy. It is. Now, I know I haven't really been keeping up with Diddy. I don't know what kind of charges they dropped, but seeing this cumulatively, like putting it all together, about what he has done, what I've heard from him, what I read, what my mom has told me, and seeing like all this thing, like freaking spending time with what's his name, Luigi, who killed the CEO, or even spending time with freaking that crypto guy, that big crypto guy who scammed like freaking $10 million from a lot of people. Like, they saw him. Diddy went through that. They went to the same prison. All of that, everything. The judges, this, that, victims crying. Victims coming out. The sons and the daughters of him, just sad about what happened and disappointed with him. All of that, just for 4 years in prison. That's disgusting. It is disgusting. It's crazy. That should not be a thing. And the judges, well, not the judges, but like the lawyer, the judges, they should be ashamed. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should. Like, it's crazy what money can do. Because again, if this was to happen to your random Joe, like your average American, they would be freaking death penalty, no parole, no probation, no freaking like you bail out. It'll just be absolutely like right to the freaking right to the freaking jail. Boom, you're dead. That's what would have happened to your average Joe. But no, he had money. He had fame. He was Diddy. He was freaking Sean Combs, and that alone got him 4 years in prison for all that. That's crazy. That is insane to me. Wow. That's it. Thanks for watching.